Most traders know the patterns. Breakouts, gap fills, bounces off the 9 EMA. And yet, most still fail, not from a lack of knowledge. They fail because they're trading without context. Would you drive blindfolded on the freeway? That's what it's like trading without understanding market structure. Are we trending, consolidating, or reversing? Which setups fit today's environment? What levels truly matter and which are just noise? Market context answers all of that. That's why every morning I post a clear market context and game plan. It's the same blueprint I use before every trade. You'll know if we're in expansion or contraction mode, when to trust the open or fade it, whether a gap will run or reverse, where traders are trapped and where price is likely to react. With context, you're not chasing, you're executing. If you want to trade with clarity and conviction, read the daily game plan by 9 AM EST on Substack. Join us live on Discord and YouTube. It's not about seeing more setups. It's about knowing which ones matter before the bell rings.
If you're here to flip coins and gamble, click away. If you're here to actually learn how to trade futures with structure, strategy, and real results, then welcome. Because most people don't make it. Not because they are not smart, but because no one ever taught them how to build a foundation. Hello there and welcome. I'm Sean, the founder of Smart Traders Capital, and truly glad you're here. You have taken the first step into one of the most misunderstood profession is day trading. We believe trading is more than pushing buttons and chasing green candles. It's a craft, a discipline, a journey. Let me be real with you. This world is filled with noise. You've probably seen screenshots, the Lambos, the flashy wins on social medias, but they don't show you is the work, the structure, the thousands of mistakes behind every win. Yes, you can make money in trading and change your life, but only if you're willing to go slow and right. Yes, read it again. Slow and right. Most people who enter this game rush in like it's casino. They'll click buy or sell. They're placing a bet, hoping the market move in their favor. Sometime it does, and that random win feels like a magic. But randomness is not the strategy, and without the structure, you will lose more than you win. The market is like a 24/7 live stream. It's always moving, full of actions, suspense, drama, just like your favorite Netflix series. But don't get lost in the entertainment. Every trade you take must have a reason, a plan, a risk management. You can live with it, but you're not here to binge with price. You're here to learn how to navigate it with the clarity. Let me tell you the hard truth. Every trade you take has a 50% chance of winning and 50% chance of losing. But trading isn't about coin flips. It's about stacking the odds in your favor through preparation, through risk controls, through execution and reflection. One good trade won't make you rich. One bad trade without discipline can wipe out weeks of progress. Weeks of progress. This journey will challenge you. Some days you will powerful, other days defeated. But if you're willing to take it slow, if you are ready to unlearn bad habits and build the right habits, then you are here in the right place. We are not here to sell dreams. We are here to teach reality through structured sessions, real market examples. And a community that actually supports you will show you how to approach training like a professional. If this resonates with you, then here is the next step. This video is part of 5-part beginner series to help you start trading futures. Right away, we are going to talk the real strategies, risk controls, journaling, market prep, everything I wish someone gave me when I started. So this message resonates with you, hit the subscribe button, turn the bell icon on, and watch for the episode number 2, how to prep for the trading day, dropping soon. Hello traders, good morning. How you guys doing? Just gonna be back in just 1 minute and we're gonna go live. Just give me a few seconds to do a little bit of setup. So just give me a few minutes. How are you guys doing? Can you guys hear me? If you guys can hear me, just give me a thumbs up or comment so I can see that you can hear me. Awesome. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Vic. All right. So market is close to all-time high. I mean, in fact, NQ made the new high overnight. Even the NQ made the high overnight, all-time high. Yeah, and ES, let's see, ES not yet, but NQ made it. So let's look at the NQ first. So let's just clean a little bit up here. So if you look at here, we have the previous high on December 15th, which is 22,450. Okay, and not yet. So we made basically 22,384. So very close to it. So we are went in the range of 2,400. And market is bouncing right now. I think we should attempt the long trade here. The way market is moving, I'm gonna go small size here on the long side. The market is really extremely bullish here. I'm gonna hold a little bit if it's gonna go against me, but it seems to me that it's wanted to push up. So I'm long ES.
And market is extremely bullish. And we'll see today. Maybe today is the day where market gonna make the all-time high. So if you look at the 30 minutes, we have a nice run up to the 3 o'clock, and we have a slight consolidation in the pullback. Now we are consolidating uh, on this range here, and we are below the VWAP, but we are very strong, so not to be concerned about it. If you look at the close to, very close to, so almost 50 points remaining. Only 50 points remaining from all-time high. Yes, for not for years, for NQ. So only for NQ, we are almost very close to the high. So let's see if the rejection came in the smaller time frame, but market is really strong at this point. Only concern is that they are below the VWAP and some moving averages, but I feel like it's going to get bounced from here. At least going to go and retest the uh, pre-market high. Two times it retested already pre-market low, and every time it touched and rebounded. So there might gonna pressure come in to go towards long and long little bit here. Uh, so one morning Waldemer. So market is very close to all-time high. If you look at the ES is really strong. This is close to R4. This is pre-market high. Two times is retested already the pre-market low. When things happen like that, sometimes sometimes market get a little choppy, but we need the momentum uh, for market to push. Uh, this looks the only concern right now I have is this area that it has to go and cross the 61 226, or you can say 280 or 230. I don't think so. There is any other economic data today. So if there is no economic data, uh, then essentially what does it really mean is that it's just the momentum. Market needs a momentum to continue the upside move. There were some downside uh, events which we already, market is already taken care of. One was the tariff, one was the Middle East war, uh, geopolitical condition. Both of them have been set aside. So if there is no other negative news, there is no other, something which could derail the market momentum. I think we are back into the momentum of January, February, where market wants to make the new high, but these tariff news and other things just push the market a little bit down. So if that's clear out, then it's just that the market wanted to push back up now. So very close to all time high. But what we just really need to watch is that the markets needs to clear the 6128 price, please. If market going to consolidate within those ranges, it's just that you're gonna you likely be gonna chop within that range. Any question, guys? Just give me 1 second. If you have any questions, let me know. in the chat room, on the YouTube. I just really appreciate if you guys give a thumbs up and share. It's really important. If you're gonna share and like, that's the way we only able to reach out. Yesterday I was watching one show, trading, and what they're just doing is, just buy. If market is moving back up, buy. Market is moving back down, is sell. And the person has over 3,000 followers, and they were listening. And when he goes long and market moves back up, he cheers. He say, "Oh, everybody make money." And then when he tried to go short yesterday, and one time I saw he was short 20 NQ contracts and were averaging down. So you know we do structure real trade. We don't force trades. That's why it's not entertaining, but it's teachable. You can scale it once you get hold of this strategy. So really appreciate if you give a thumbs up so we can reach out to the larger audience. And he was encouraging people to learn this strategy. All right. Yeah. So extremely bullish market right now. We just need to make sure that we enter in the right spot. Um, Morning. I hope you have not tried shorting it yesterday. Market is just got crazy yesterday, moving up, down, straight up, straight down. Really crazy session. Easily, people can blow their accounts yesterday. Very hard to manage and understand. If you look at it here, I'm going to show you without the pre-market data. Look at this. Comes down, immediately push back up in just one candle. It went all the way high and never pulled back. I saw people was keep trying shorting it yesterday, thinking of this is going to come down, but it's extremely strong move. Uh, it's really hard to short in this market. So now only resistance we have is the 6128. Market needs to clear the 6128. And I think that it should clear before the market opens, because I think after the market opens, there's going to be a chase. We still have the almost 45 minutes to the session, and I think that it should push. It should start pushing now. And just to disclose, I'm already long ES. Right now I'm exactly at this price, so I'm right now flat. But I feel like this is the time for the market to push up. It's already tested a couple of times the pre-market low and the yesterday overnight session. So, and if you look at it, there was no real momentum, just slowing down from 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and there might be this may be the time when institutions going to come in and start taking the positions. Uh, uh, and I feel like the way it is holding it up, you just need a one push and then people start chasing it, because what they're going to hate is to go long over the breakout, which is a 7-month range. So this is basically a 7-month range created, right? So last time we just saw that the last high was in the December, and right now we are in the June, right? So almost 7 months, we are exactly in the same spot. Um, so it's a little tricky for market not to react after basically a V shape and not breaking out when there is no downside risk. Yes, can say that, oh, they need to wait for some results, some economic data, but it could be the presidential momentum, right? They might be expecting a president to announce some more news, which we usually we don't get an idea unless things get up. If you look at the oil was started crashing down even when they announced that there was a peace deal already happened. So sometimes market know before things happens. It is the way always the market always function like that. So uh, so yeah, don't be a cocky today thinking about shorting it. We'll see if you're gonna find something, uh, but I guess the overall trend is not. So in triple Q is almost, I think, only 3 points away from making all-time high, and SPY is almost the SPY is a little further back, so 7-8 points in remaining in SPY to cover things up. So yeah, what you guys think? Do you have guys any question, guys, on the X, on the Facebook, on the Twitter? So for us, I think the important element would be that we need this to go above 6127. As far as this staying down there, uh, we have a risk to pull back. Um, so as I said, I went long. I'm going to hold this. Um, as far as not uh, breaching the support and going below 6110. Uh, so this is the rejection, same area which I was talking about. That both, if you look at the both side, ES and NQ is a very big candle drop. Uh, but right now we are in the range, so we are just pushing up and down. Uh, you know, just quickly check the uh, where is the Vivek? Was there any other strike on Iran, or does it still have a ceasefire? All right, so I'm just gonna take the hit here if it's gonna continue dropping here. Uh, I want this to get hold here. Uh, he warned that they don't mess it up. Yeah, no, I see. Yeah, I mean, we see the only we have the wix is the barometer. Wix is going under 18, so volatility is shrinking. Crude oil is already on the 65s level, so there's nothing, there's no risk at this point we see in the market. The market came back after 7 months of struggle, went back to the highs. I yeah, I think it could have broke. Basically, the tariff is basically just give it the momentum back. But if you remember November, December, January, you know how strong market was. The market was just making everyday new high. The Tesla going all the way to the 500. Everything was so crazy, And then if you look at today, Tesla in 355, Nvidia is all time high. So everything, all the newses are gone. I mean, all the newses are gone. It's gonna hold. I mean, I'm so tempting to go an average here, put one more contract, but it's not good. Long term is just gonna keep you too much into the losses. You're gonna blow your account. So I'm not adding it. But this is a perfect place to enter or add. Uh, I'm not adding it here. In fact, I will just close it if it's gonna break the support, but I'm gonna re-enter later on. It's really strong market today. But I think the only thing is that we ES has need to clear the 6-1 uh, 6-1-2-4-2-5 level, because that is the key. If ES would not able to clear this up, then ES might gonna chop. Basically, can you guys go and check on the YouTube? I basically changed my camera and tell me that is this camera better or the last 2 days, the last week camera was better. So this new camera I started streaming from Monday because some people comment me that it was too dark. uh, and tell me that how do you feel about this camera? Good, okay, yeah, because I think the previous one was really dark. So I also added a few additional lightning, uh, but I think the lightning I added even in the previous camera, so but it didn't work. So, but this camera I think has a better resolution, so that's good. Okay. So I'm so we are guys. We are working on, and Waldemar is really helping me out, creating a template for all of us, and I'm also creating, uh, full flash YouTube learning video about my chart setup, what moving averages I use, how do I use, and we also making some template in the trading view. So once it's going to be ready, we're going to share with you, but I'm going to release the video likely within this week. Um, for all of you to learn. And then I think two more thing is that the next week, guys, I will be traveling. Uh, so what I would do, I will try. Uh, Basically, I'm going for on a road trip, so I may not have the setup to trade. Uh, I'm just thinking that what should I do? Maybe I will just come online and do some pre-market analysis for you guys, but I might not be trading live uh, for the next week. So I will be out on the weekend. So I will be back uh, on Thursday. So basically, so Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I might not be able to trade live with you guys, but I was just thinking that I will just come um, and do the analysis with you. And if I find something, we can trade as well. But I don't want it to get all my, uh, traveling station and everything with me. It's just gonna be too much chaos because I'm doing a road trip. So I will see what I can do. I'm just thinking to set up something, uh, a virtual, you know, a virtual VDI or something like that, where I can share my my desktop with you guys by, just from my laptop, so I do not need to take everything and all the screens with me. That's I'm trying to figuring out. If I find the right solution, then I will do that. Then it will be much easier. Then I can still stream everything uh, without taking too much stuff with me. But I will give you a heads up. Okay, what we're gonna do. But I'm still planning to come online, help you, guide you, and we'll see that if I'm comfortable trading with the one screen, then I will trade with you guys. If not, then I will still look at the things and help you out with analysis. And for methodology class, are you guys available tonight instead of Thursday or instead of Wednesday? Vivek, Waldemar? Yeah. All right. Okay. So we'll schedule something tonight. Yeah. Anyway, we can catch up because basically I'm traveling to Washington. My kids want to go and see the Washington, so we want to go there. Um, so I don't know. You guys are not in the Washington, right? You're far, right? You're in New Jersey, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll catch up next time. Okay. Yeah. Well, for me, it's far, but we are traveling. We're gonna stop North Carolina, I think. So I like the road trip. So we're gonna go, do multiple stops. Um, and yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking for after Friday trading, I'm gonna leave. Yeah, yeah. So for Washington, it's 12 hours for me. So we're gonna go first North Carolina, then we're gonna do Richmond, uh, and then still in Washington, and come back. Something like that. Yeah, no, I think they're getting interested now just to explore the history and museum. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, and it's you can't do every day. It's a bit boring place. Kids is fun. For kids, it's fun. So Mark is still holding it. Um, I'm still holding it, but I guess this is really strong area. Um, is holding 610. What last thing I wanted is just to spike down and then move back up. Um, so we need to keep an eye on that. But it is definitely creating a short-term resistance zone around 61.25, and that could be crazy. We want this to continue to move up, so we are stuck here. Come on, don't push down. Come on. It's very slow price action. Yeah, everything there, everyone waiting for someone to buy first. Yeah, once it starts running up, there's no return, I guess. Mm. So, so only we only need for last 2 days. So let yeah, yeah, correct, yeah. So let me just remove this pivot, then you can see clearly. So if you remove the pivot, see here. So so I think so. See here, this is the dash. This is the pre-market high, and if you see this green dash, this is the pre-market low. So this pre-market high, pre-market low is created with the time frame of 4 o'clock. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so there's a pre-market high, this is pre-market low. This is yesterday close, which is basically from before the day end change. So this is not from 4 o'clock. This dash is basically, look at this here. This 11:59 p.m. The day change, the line draws. This one is the day before. This green is the yesterday low, and then there will be another green, which is day before low, right? And then this there is a red lines, which is yesterday high, and this red line is the day before yesterday high. So these are the lines. So see, we look for the whole structure, right? So we're gonna look at it. Okay, last 5-10 day structure. What does market look like? And then that structure, then we can see, okay, are we within the inside days of the last 2 days, or we are outside days of the last 2 days? Because if we are outside of the last 2 days, then it will show us the clear breakout point. See here, yesterday. So if you look at the daily, so this was the day before yesterday, and this was a yesterday, assume, right? And this was assume we are trading here. So the moment we came here and we held the yesterday high, we knew for sure it's going to go and retest this highs. And once we broke this high, we know we're going to go retest this level, right? So that's the way it always function. So you always need to look at the last 2 days range. Are we within the range? So for instance, if you are trading this day in market prices here, you need to ask the question, are you within the range of the last 2 days? Answer is yes. If the yes, then there is unlikely, or there's a there will be a lot of resistance before it breaks out. But once it clear this level, like you can clearly see that, you can say that, okay, next stop is here, and the next stop, it came back all the way here. but you can tell, okay, are we breaking out from the last 2 days ranges, or yeah, within those ranges? So this whole period was a top range day. This is the first, basically, if you look at it, this is the first breakout day we are finding it, which is a continuation day of yesterday breakout. So this is a very important day for market to make it above this, but it's possible that given we didn't have any dip, it's possible that market just dip and then move back up very quickly. It can also possible, because you look at the moving averages are here, maybe dip below 6100 and then buying come in and boom, right? So that's why it's really important not to think just one way. uh, it could happen easily, stop you out as well. So be be open for both ideas. What's happening? Why my chart are not moving? Oh, because the price is stuck here or what? So what? This is 902. Why 902? My price is stuck. Okay, something wrong here. Okay, oh wow. I'm glad I found it. I was thinking we are okay. Is this working or not working? Yeah, this is working. Yeah, I think there is a market has a fair chance for market to break out today. But the point is that, is this market going to give a little bit of dip for people to buy? Because yesterday was a really aggressive move. There might not be a lot of buyers came in. It was just very aggressive, or market just gonna go rip and people gonna chase. Right? It could happen. But in any way, what I'm just thinking that I'm gonna just put the hard stop loss here, because the last thing I want is that this trade is just you know uh, really stop me out, and then I get stuck if it just spike a couple of more points. So this is within our 5 point range. So even if I get the losing trade, I'm fine with it. Um, upset. I'm gonna be upset because I really expect this market to push at least once before the market opens. But it can happen that it can just take a little dip, like yesterday you saw that it was a dip in the first 5 7 minutes and then market just ripped, right? Yeah, it was unfortunate, we were on the right side of the trade, but I couldn't make the money. Hopefully we can make money today. Yeah, yeah. It is just go on. I mean, I will just do right click here and then I will just say, okay, how many order I need to fix it. So for instance, if I need to do the trail, I just say market, if it's going up, I will just click a market stop order and then just keep moving, lifting it. I mean, I'm just thinking, should I bail it out? Seems to me that it's going to stop me out. The way it is moving. Uh, so for instance here, so if this is the grid, I will just bring it on top. So it'll come. Even you can click here on the number and then you can do 1, 2, you can add as well. So on the number, you can add, you know, So if you don't, you can lift by clicking on the cell where it's written cell, and you can add numbers when you click on the one. It's really intuitive. And you can, for instance, if you have four, you can just quickly go to the cell limit order. So now my sell, my profit here, my stop is here. So you can easily trade. If you do not have an ATM strategy, if you have an ATM strategy, then the orders will automatically be there. You just need to pull or pull down. How many of you on the social media there, YouTube or Facebook, are watching us for the first time? Did you hear that video? The president was speaking to the media, um, and using the F words. I'll share the video here. Watch this video. Good morning, Hedro. Let me check. It's just 22,321. So, I for what I feel like this. If it's break 22,300, 310. Do you see that this blue line in this level? If it breaks this level, then likely we're gonna see 3281 as well. But we need to clear this level. This level is a little choppy. If you look at it, it's consolidating. There is a ladder over ladder, so we need to clear this level up. The moment the price is going to go on this area, we need to see the test, and then we're going to look for it. That could be very important, because uh, triple Q highs around the 22,443, so we are almost 100 points away from the all-time high. We are very close to all-time high, so there's unlikely that there will be no retest and breakout. So highly possible. I was expecting this to be there should be a breakout before the pre-market. I mean, before the market opens. But who knows? They wanted to do the dip first. Oh man, I stopped out. I guess so. Oh, my sell order filled. I was just teaching you, Vivek. I didn't even remove that order. But I'm glad that okay, I got a spike up. Thank you, Vivek. It didn't make too much. I think it made only $100 on it. Uh, because it was so close. My entry was year 22. I got just 2 points there. I have one contract. Yeah, for sure. I will pay for you, dear. When we're gonna meet. So, hope you got a answer, Hedro. Let me know if you have any other question. But I guess the level we marked. If it's going to break 22, 310 something, then definitely there's a high likelihood that it's going to go and retest all time high. Yeah, but look at this. It's still 15 minutes, but I still feel that the market might gonna push up now. Uh, let's see if it's gonna try moving back up again. I can re-enter it. Um, but there's we just need to clear this level 6125 again. Remember, you can see here it spiked 6125 and then rejected again. So even though you don't see any order on the Bookmap, so those who are coming to the first time here, remember that we also have a separate streaming where we stream just the Bookmap. So if you do not have access to the Bookmap, please watch on that stream. Is just a Bookmap. You don't hear me there. It's just a Bookmap stream, so you can always refine your edge and entries based on the Bookmap streaming. Um, so right now we're still rejecting it, but I guess there's a high likelihood that we're going to break this. Uh, Usually these kind of moves come in the FOMO. So either they create the FOMO in the pre-market by going towards the high. Uh, this is not the ideal scenario where market just paused and didn't do anything, neither sell off nor upside. So the FOMO needs to become in almost 12 minutes. So it has to break out or fail break out and then start failing it, and suddenly the buyers comes in and start buying in. There has to create some sort of a FOMO here. See, right now I'm trying to push up. I think it's a perfect chance for us to re-enter. Another another 30 more 40 more seconds before this minute's over. I think that there's a chance that so there is a big order on the 6135 on the ES. Good morning, John. Let's see what it does here. All right, still 7 8 minutes left. What time is it now? 8 more minutes. Yeah, so we're gonna be a little patient today, so don't force the trade. Okay, we we don't know where would be the first move going to come in, uh, but we need to be really careful because volatility can increase. It can, push us down first uh, before it's moving back up, or it's moved back up, fail the breakout, comes down quickly, sharply coming down, and then later on move back up. It could be multiple scenarios can happen. Uh, So I'm likely looking for at least the first option, which is straight close to breakout, fails, pushes back down, and then, and after aggressive sell off, start backing up again. Or it can go breakout, 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 continue to break out for 2 3 2 hours, 1.5 hours, and then we get the pullback. Our third scenario would be that we have a sell off initially, and then we get the momentum back and move back up. But I think that in all cases, it's going to move back up. Um, question is about the timing, and that's what we need to do the patient trading to making sure that we don't basically just enter on the wrong time, because you can see that it spiked up almost 10 points and then fails. The last thing we want is that we enter and it spikes down immediately the 10 points on us. No, no, I stopped out right and took the profit. We're right now within the range, so I was thinking we have 45 minutes it's going to break out, but now it's only 4 minutes, so it's risky now. All right, 3 more minutes. We need to be really patient today. It is really going to go up, but it's just that we don't want to be stuck on the wrong time. Right. Good luck. Almost 1.5 minutes. Those who are joining on the YouTube right now have any questions on X? They have any questions? The guy on the X, why don't you come on the YouTube? It's much more easier to watch on the X than the YouTube. Okay, his first push is coming down now. Almost 30 seconds left. Let's see what it does on the on these levels. Not interested in shorting today. Okay, be careful. Don't get into all right, good luck guys. Be careful. Okay, first push is coming down. Let's see how far it is go. Can it hold 6100? Okay, still holding the pre-market. NQES holding pre-market low. It's really big gap today again. So let's just open this biggest W. There you go. The push came in. Really want this to be cleared. You see what it does here. Get ready for quickly for scalp. If it breaks out, we're gonna quickly run into the trade and manage the risk, right? If it's spiking back down, just take a stop, go smaller size. These are first 2 minutes. I'm not sure gonna this breakout going to hold or not, but we're just gonna, we don't want to miss this out. We're just gonna try with a small risk. Okay, so far it's very nicely holding it up on the upside. ES is holding, NQ is not. So let's see, we have a clear range. Almost 10 points range is created by ES, and almost the 45, 55 points range created by NQ. Okay, is pushing down, NQ is pushing down, retesting the pre-market low, which is 2250. You may feel, excuse me, you may feel that, oh, it's coming down, but it's actually still within the range. So don't touch it. Don't touch this range. Whether it's upside or long side, it's going to chop you out. Let's wait a little bit more. A little bit more. Okay. Now let's see. It held the pre-market, their opening range. Let's see. Can ES also push up with the NQ? NQ has a clear resistance over 23, 22, 300. You know, we can get the momentum here if it breaks out. A very tight range has been created now in the opening ranges. Okay, I'm gonna try going long if ES is going to break out. You're holding very nicely. Watch for the level. If it's gonna break 6125, it's gonna be very strong momentum upside. Okay, I'm going considering long here. I'm gonna take a risk here. Longs, ES. Okay, it's breaking out now. Let's see if we can break out further. Come on. Still not. I mean, I just went a little bit early, anticipated that it's going to break out. I hope it doesn't drop on us. But if it's gonna break out here, we're gonna get a really good entry. And it seems to me that it is wanted to break out. Look at the candles here, how the candles are forming. We just need a little bit more support from the NQ. NQ is a little, lacking behind here. Come on, don't reject it. Come on, hold it. 6125, very close 6125. All right, ES is going towards upside. Come on, let's push. Come on. I'm going to lift the stop loss now. Under 6121, 2 points risk. I'm going to take it. I hope it doesn't pull back, but I don't want to risk too much because it's taking too long on the upside, not breaking out, so it can easily reject here. Come on, come on. Okay, it's breaking out now. Very nice. Come on, push a little bit more. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, I think it seems to us as a breaking out. Here you go. Okay, very good entry we had. Come on, let's just push this. Let this push to 2135 where we see the big order. Come on, no rejection now. No rejection now. Come on, no rejection now. This is not good. Come on, hold this. Very good. Come on. No, no, no rejection. Come on. We want this the opening range to hold 6-1-6-1-2-3. Come on, don't push down. Come on. It's it's rejecting it. As we said, it could be the first scenario would be that it's gonna fail the breakout. So it could be that scenario as well. So if it happens, then are my stop loss still under 6120? Because NQ is not supporting yet. ES is just coming down. Okay, seems like that we're gonna stop out. The way it is coming down. Okay, ES has saved us again. If ES can hold, very good. Okay, looks really interesting now. It can easily break out. I think ES really wants to break out. Here you go. Okay, let's just break the R4, which is 6125. It's going to break 6125, and then the boom. The rest is going to be the history. Here you go. Another 6 seconds before this candle finishes. Come on, come on. Here you go. Big move coming in. Come on, a little bit more. 6130. Come on, I don't like it. Come on. I basically added into my position. I don't want the failure now. This is really holding too long. Come on, push. NQ is still not breaking out yet. Here you go. Yes, ES broke out. Come on. 6128, take it off. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Good. Good. It's moving really nice. I removed my ad when I added here. I removed my ad. It's NQ still holding too tight. I'm just gonna lift the stop loss on the break even now. I really want this to go to 2138. Okay, it's still moving very nice. Here you go. We got it. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. Here you go. Oh man. It was moved so nice. It just pulled back. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. So go, 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 go. It's very close. Between Marshall, one more. And then the last one, we're gonna trail it. Come on. Give us 2975. Here you go. I think this would be the one. I think there's gonna be last push coming in. Here you go. I think pre-market high is 26136. I think we're gonna go close to that. Come on, push. So far, really, really good trade. Any one of you are with me on this trade? Awesome. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I want this to get to 6138, so I'm gonna be up $1,800 right now, and $1,000 up. But if this two contracts top out, then I'm just gonna be $700-800 in the trade, which is not too much. I'm really expecting a big return from this, but it's moving really slow. I was not expecting this slow breakout. I was expecting a little faster breakout. But I stopped out on the break even. Not too bad, still the $1,000 trade. But I think that's what they wanted to fail here. It seems to me, and then maybe trap some long side, and then push quickly down, and then quickly back up. Uh, but that's look like a scenario. I'm flat right now, but the good trade, I would just say, is a really good trade. We got almost 7-8 points from this trade. Okay, right now it has retested the opening range, which is 6125. Let's see what it does. Oh, it's looked like want to break out. I'm not in the trade right now. Almost 15 minutes are over. We have multiple topping tail candles. Whether you talk about ES, NQ, anything, so there's a lot of resistance on the top side, but market is keep pushing, so that's good. See, only fear we have is what if there is this aggressive pullback here, uh, which we have just seen that here, but looks like a breakout coming in. Okay, here you go, the breakout. I'm not in the trade. I'm not chasing this breakout. Watch if it's gonna hold this level. I'm just gonna go 1/10 of my previous size. I'm gonna trade MNQ now. If it's gonna break over 22,330, because MNQ has much more room, it's gonna quickly push up. So if it's gonna hold MNQ 22,330, I'm going to go long. Not now. Let's see how this candle ends. So far we are very green. We just need to capitalize it to push further up. Still holding nicely. Let's see. Can give it a chance. Over 2230. I think it's only the problem is that the 5-minute candle look really extended. There's still 2.5 minutes left in the 5-minute. This 5-minute is almost 40 points. Can So I'm not in the trade. I'm just really worried about the way the 5 minutes are forming. There must be some consolidation comes in. Watch, keep an eye on 2330 on NQ. Not yet in the trade. I wanted to see this how this 5 minute closes. This 5 minutes is really extended. Any one of you on the YouTube took the trade with us? Absolutely, Hydro. NQ, it's really bullish. It's going to go to the all-time high. But just don't get overly biased on the one side move. There might be multiple waves going up and down and then moving all-time high. So just don't, got catch up into the reversal move and then you blow your account. So now look at this. This is a big reversal coming in again because I was saying that the 5 minute was really extended. So here you go. This seems like this is the pullback, which I was telling you that it's going to have a failed breakout, and then it's going to continue move towards the upside move later on. Okay, so here you go. Okay, so this sell-off coming in. Let's see when. Now what we need to do, we need to find the spot where we see the dip is buying. Okay, that's the only job we need to. We do not need to chase the downside move because we don't know how shallow it would be. Because the problem is that we don't know how shallow this pullback would it be. So therefore, do not come into the trap of shorting it. You might gonna make the big small move, uh, but there's there's not a good risk reward. So let's wait when we see that this pullback is ending, and that's where we need to enter. Okay. So almost 20 minutes over in the market. Just patient, just have patience, okay? We already have a one really good trade. Now we need to capitalize on it. We don't need to force it. John, Heat, have you guys taken it? Okay. It's coming down. Okay, the pullback is happening. As I said, I don't know how shallow it will be, or how long it's going to continue this pullback. I wanted to keep a focus uh, on making sure that we identify the place where this pullback is getting over. Right, this is holding it now again on the opening range. Let's see what it does now. Okay, it's almost a big gap as well. So remember, this is the big gap. So almost over 1%. So it's possible that there might be a gap closure as well. If there would be a gap closing coming in, then we can go for a short, but not before that. Guys, if you use the funded programs, help us to buy using our code, and that's where you can support us. So really appreciate. And if you buy using our code and you need help in passing evaluation, feel free to come and join our Discord. The only reason I'm not going short because I don't know how shallow would it be. So we need to chew this. We need to patiently wait this. What is it? Oh, just a consumer confidence. Uh, oh, Powell also speaking on o'clock. Okay. Oh, okay. Can you just reconfirm? I think that's maybe the reason that market is holding it off. Guys on the YouTube know that the Powell is speaking on at 10 o'clock. If you guys know it, post a link or say something. Vivek, can you check? Oh, okay. For in this sermon is for what? For not cutting the veil or for what? Hmm. Okay. Okay. So that could be an interesting. So I don't know. I think we should wait for it because there might be some reason. And if he says that yes, the rate cut will be coming in the next month, then market is going to be jumped 600 points. And who knows? Or it drops. Okay. Do you have the link? Do you have the link? I can put. Okay, share with me. I'm gonna. Yeah, give it to me. I'm gonna share here. And anyway, I need to take a call at 10 o'clock. So I will be. We'll watch the impact. I will be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna leave just for 10 minutes, and we can just. And meantime, you can watch it. So that when I come back, you can update me. Hey, here you go. I'm just gonna. back. Did I miss anything? Nothing, just a chop. Yeah, I think so. I think once they make the final decision, then let me just open it here uh, and see if I can stream here. Can you guys hear? Guys on the YouTube, can this hear this? Sorry, go ahead again. Can you try log in to YouTube and see? Can you guys hear? Check the book stream. I think that's where you can hear. Right-sizing your workforce across the system. These moves reflect a commitment to efficiency. Can you guys hear the bookmarks on the bookmark stream? Also pleased that Governor Mickey Bowman has been confirmed as Vice Chair for Supervision at the board. Governor Bowman has been a tireless advocate for community banks, and this committee is eager Don't trade this job, guys. We don't know how far it's gonna go. What's gonna be the impact? It's appropriate to regularly take a step back and assess the central bank's performance and responsiveness to the economic conditions our constituents face back home. This just give a couple more seconds because of delay. I just increased this volume. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. Employment rate remains low. The labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer run. There is? I will review the current economic situation. There is an audio? Incoming data suggests that the economy remains solid. So, Rahid, what did you say? There is? 2.5% last year. GDP was reported to have edged down in the first quarter, reflecting swings in net exports that were driven by businesses bringing in imports ahead of potential tariffs. This unusual swing has complicated the GDP measurement. Private domestic final purchases, or PDFD, which excludes net exports, inventory investment, and government spending, grew at a solid 2.5% rate. Within PDFD, growth in consumer spending moderated. Would you be able to hear me? Plus the streaming, the conference here. Is the audio now? Awesome. I just increases the volume. I realize that there may be a low volume. So what I'm saying, guys, on the YouTube as well, that unless we see the end of this testimony, there will be not likely going to be a much reaction. They really wanted to see how does it go, and can the chairman, Fed chair, can able to respond all of the questions appropriately. But I guess if you look at the line of the questions, it is about uh, pushing him, um, you know, clearly explaining that why he's not lowering the rate and why he's commenting on President Trump's policy and not responding to previous president's policies. So it's really interesting. Are you watching on your screen or where are you guys watching? Yeah, it seems like they're asking really, really tough questions to him.
Brief moment, I do feel like we need to touch on interest rates. Not to be a shock, you asked how the family business was doing back in Michigan. Families involved in sand and gravel and aggregates and construction and things like that. It's
Oh man, they're asking a really, really tough question. I was not expecting they're going to ask this, tough question. I'm saying they're really asking. I'm saying that they're asking really tough questions. I was not really expecting they're going to be that tough to them. And he's not able to answer any questions to the satisfaction. Whether it is the mortgage rate or is about the other, policy related, he's really doesn't have any answers. Well, what I'm saying that he's really struggling to answer. They're asking really tough questions. I was not expecting. I mean, he's really asking about whether mortgage questions or about the price stability, supply. Every question he doesn't have a long run, short run, but he doesn't have any answers. I think that we are very close to cutting the race. And I have listed my house to sell in US. So it's almost 8 months now. I only hardly have 20 showings in 8 months. Not even showing. Nobody's been doing a windows showing. Nobody's been coming to buy. I wanted to sell this house in 8 months in the market. Yeah, exactly. So this is a real crisis. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Let's see what you're saying. Oh. Yeah, I mean it's more politically driven. Why whole world is reducing the rate? Why not us? All right, guys, I'm gonna end this stream right now here. I think I've been tired now waiting for this setup, but I had a good day. We had a good, really opening drive trade, so I'm happy with it. And we'll see that if I can find any other trade. I'm gonna end the stream now.